TUY HOA was built in 1967 for the U.S. Air Force at a cost of $57 million. The Air Force used the base and its 9,500-foot runways for 3 years and then decided it was no longer a necessity. The South Vietnamese government declined to accept the base, claiming it had no use for such a large facility. Through some delicate maneuvering, TUY HOA was palmed off on a rather reluctant U.S. Army command. The Army's helicopters and other observation aircraft hardly need a 1.5-mile-long landing strip. The current joke is, the day an airplane lands that takes up more than 2,000 feet of runway, brass bands will play and the pilot given a ticker tape parade. In taking over TUY HOA, the Army provided a graphic example of problems plaguing the whole military establishment: declining morale and discipline, drugs and racial dissension. This is the Enlisted Men's Club at TUY HOA. It's been closed for over a week now since a brawl erupted inside between two Army units. The fight spilled outside, and during the ensuing melee, someone threw a fragmentation grenade. Fortunately, no one was killed, but 26 men were wounded. It is now obvious that the fight was racially oriented. On the surface, it would seem that the whites and the blacks get along together. During recreational periods, they play baseball and other sports in harmony. Away from the playing fields, both races tend to segregate themselves.
My biggest gripe about it over here is we come over here to fight together, whites and the blacks, and yet we have each other fighting amongst together. We're fighting against each other. There's no sense to it.
You can't walk outside your hooch out here at night because these soul brothers, they're always out, you know, and they just seem to be wanting to start trouble for some reason.
The majority of the white soldiers here didn't understand this. Can I get a little bit? They all seem to think that mean that we are plotting against them, that we're going to jump on somebody or somebody with them.
Well, what does it signify? You know, I think I know, but what does it signify?
Mostly the black unity among the blacks, plus it's our way of greeting, whereas this is a form of greeting, but this is not the form of the black people in Vietnam. This is our way of saying good morning, good evening, or good night.
I think the men just don't have enough to occupy their time, and once they get drunk, they just have to relieve their tension some way. So they start fights, and it's turned into a big racial thing.
This troubled climate of frustrations is tied directly to the drug problem. When this film was shot, the base commander had just ordered a surprise inspection of all enlisted men's barracks. NBC News was not permitted inside to film the inspection, but it was learned that several marijuana cigarettes were found. Most of the troops here are members of the 1st Battalion, 22nd Infantry. They were a combat unit, but now find themselves relegated to the role of security forces. They feel that the war has gone away, that withdrawal is the order of the day, and they want to go home now.
It's just been over here too long for we don't seem to be accomplishing anything over here.
The war is over, so why the hell don't they get us home?